Okay, today's video, I want to do a ride along. Shut that air off so it's not bothering the sound. This is one of my Wednesday routes, and yeah, let's see what happens. So on Wednesdays, go down to Kenansville. So most of y'all probably are familiar with Central Florida if you're not from Florida. So Kenansville is south of St. Cloud. If you ever heard of Kissimmee, St. Cloud, Kenansville is just below St. Cloud. Kind of borders it in certain parts. Very rural. This used to all be a dirt road. They just paved it like a few months ago. This was all dirt road a few months ago. For the longest time, it's a very big cattle. If you don't know, Florida has a lot of cattle. But I do hunting lodges. Kenansville is my most rural, route that I have. But every Wednesday, I don't always come down here, but this is called 10 Mile Road. And on 10 Mile Road, it's probably more than 10 miles, but they say it's a 10-mile loop. So basically, it starts from 441 or Kenansville Road on this end, and then if you take this road, it will loop all the way to 192, going, you'd be probably like 15 miles from Melbourne. So it's a huge road. A lot of, cattle and trees, logging. They have a quarry over here. But I'm going to a hunting lodge. Well, I wouldn't say it's a lodge for this one. It's this guy down in South Florida. It's his house, his daughter's house, his son's house, and then he built something. It's beautiful. I'm not going to show the property. I do want to start doing more, day in the life of what I do and where I go, and this is pretty interesting. But I'm not going to put people's stuff on the camera. I am going to a hunting lodge after this called Hope Sugar, and I can show that because it's not like a personal. It's just a bunch of log cabins in the middle of the woods. But yeah, I drive about 5 miles down this road. And then I got to do another 5 miles into like the woods to get to this guy's property. So I thought it was pretty interesting just to give, a part of Florida. I hope the video quality is better right now. I know my windshield's kind of like hazy, and, but yeah, this is part of my day. It's 10:30. I got about 7-8 stops left for the day. I started at 4 this morning. I had to wait until one of my stops opened at 7:30. There was a huge accident on the turnpike. So I probably would have been, I probably lost an hour just in traffic. But there was the house I just did before I was going to show, but like I said, I don't really want to show people's personal properties, but this thing was gorgeous. It was, down here. He has a gate, looks like Jurassic Park. Go through the gate, then you go through another gate, and it's just this big old mansion on all these acres, and he got cattle and this, I don't know if it's his deer or there's just deer that are on the property, but there's deer that just run around the property, and he has like an in-law like 4 double wide trailers that I guess in-law, every time I go there, there's nobody ever there, so I don't really know who uses the property, but it's beautiful. Yeah, I just wanted to do a ride-along video. I'll eventually do some videos of what I actually do. But yeah, I'm coming up. So this is a big cattle like lodging where, you know, they, I guess, brand tag these houses coming up off to the right. You really can't see it. Unfortunately, I can't grab the cell phone while I'm driving because we have cameras forward facing and driver facing, so this is where it splits. But I said this was all dirt road. To the right, if I were to take a right, it's dirt road again. I think they're gonna pave it eventually, but this was all dirt road too. Eventually, it does go back to dirt road. I just gotta see if these gates are open. If they're closed, I can't go because they were doing something to the property a couple months ago. And when I came, it wasn't this gate. There's another gate, cattle gate, I'm gonna go through. It was closed, and I didn't have the combination to get through. So, from what he said, they were like repaving. So we'll see when we get there if it's open. But now it's like another 5 miles from just that point. I mean, it's a lot better now because this is paved, but this was all dirt. So it was, you know, super bumpy, and I probably wouldn't record. It looks like the gate is open. So we'll go check it out. We'll see what happens. Okay, so at this point, I was just rambling on, blah, 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 blah. So just thought it was best to just cut that part out, let you enjoy the ride. And basically, I'm just headed to my destination. And, you know, this is the only house that's out here. So there's nothing else out here beyond this point besides where I'm going. Cattle, birds, wildlife. So enjoy the ride.